Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Andy and you're watching the Opinionated Reefer YouTube channel. Today it's the 10-month update on the SPS Dominated Nano tank. It's been a while, so let's get into it. So I thought it was about time for an update on the SPS Dominated Nano tank, and as you can see, everything looks like it's doing really well. And if we take a closer look at some of the corals, you can see that there's been a fair bit of growth, and that there's quite a lot of good polyp extension. However, it's not all been smooth sailing. If you've been following my videos, you'll be aware that I had quite a severe cyano outbreak. It lasted for about a month, and no matter what I did, I could not get rid of it. I ended up dosing red slime remover reluctantly, and after a few days it did eventually get rid of the cyano, so that actually worked out quite well. I don't have any cyano and I don't appear to have any dinoflagellates. The only thing that I do have is a little bit of green hair algae, which is mainly because I don't have any tangs in the tank or anything that actually eats it. As you can see by looking at some of these frags, they're all looking really healthy. Look at the polyp extension on that tenuous, for example. Most of these frags have been in here for quite a while, and some of them have actually really grew to the point that I'm going to have to get rid of them. But luckily most of them are destined for the Reefer 350. So what's the plan going forward for this tank? Well, unfortunately I'm going to be shutting it down. I will wait until the tank is approximately 1 year old, then I will start to move over some of the corals and fish into the Reefer 350. Now, if you've been following my other videos, you'll already understand the reasons for this, but it's mainly that I can only afford to run one tank, and initially the plan was to shut down the 350 and just run the nano tank, but the nano tank, it isn't really doing it for me. I'm an SPS guy, and although the SPS are doing okay in this tank, they're never going to reach their full potential. And as you may have noticed, when I initially started this tank, I moved over 3 bigger SPS colonies and they all eventually died, as you can see here by this example. So to get the most out of an SPS tank, basically I feel you need a bigger tank than a 2 foot, well, a less than a 2 foot by 2 foot cube. So I feel that the 1 year mark will be a good time to actually start just winding it down. That'll be around October, which will be just in time for the massive energy price hike that we're going to be experiencing here in the UK. The tank might be running for a couple of months longer than that, as I slowly transition over the corals and fish. I'm currently trying to get the Reefer 350 ready for corals, but I've had a setback, as in I currently have dinoflagellates, even though I did everything possible to avoid them. But sometimes you just can't win. So that's pretty much it, guys. A short one for you this time, but I hope that you found this interesting and that it acts as a good example of what can actually be achieved in as little as 10 months in a rather small tank. So I'll catch you in the next one, and adios, I'm out.